In this video, we're going to be going over the 5 best budget phones at Metro by T-Mobile. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. We're going to be going over the 5 best Metro by T-Mobile phones, and they have to be under $300, so this is going to be the budget phone competition, and we are going to go from the least to the best. So we're going to be starting with 5th place right here, and that 5th place device is going to be the Motorola One 5G Ace. Now this device has some decent specifications. We're going to go over those right now. This has a 1080p Full HD 6.7 inch display. This is going to have a 48 megapixel main camera on this device, and you can film all the way up to 4K, which is pretty impressive, honestly. We have 2 different options, 4 and 6 gigabytes of RAM, and we have a Snapdragon 750G on this device, as well as a 5000 mAh battery. So this device is going to be no slouch as far as performance and battery performance goes. You guys are going to be able to play the best games on the Play Store on this device, so really good stuff inside of here. We also have a dedicated micro SD card slot, which is really cool. The only thing that sucks about this device, and really this device should only be an honorable mention, is because it has Android 10. If it had Android 11 or gets that upgrade, I 100% recommend you guys get this device, but right now sitting at Android 10, I wouldn't pick up this device, but I'll update you if it goes to Android 11, but if you guys have this device already, you guys know how much of a good phone this is. And this device is going to be $279 retail and $19.99 when you port in. Going to 4th place, 4th phone is going to be the Moto G Power 2022. Now this device doesn't have the best specifications, it doesn't have the best display, but this is a really solid device. So first and foremost, this device is going to be $189.99 retail, so under $200. Very affordable device, or $0 when you port in. And the specifications that we have on here aren't crazy impressive, but it's really solid for the price. So first and foremost, we have a 720p 6.5 inch display, 50 megapixel main camera, and 1080p video recording. We also have 4 gigabytes of RAM and a Helio G37 processor inside of here. We also have a 5000 mAh battery in here as well, which is really nice to see. So we got a really chunky battery in here. We also have water repellent coating, IPS LCD display, and 90 hertz refresh rate. So we have some really good specifications in here. We have a really cool texture on the back of this device. This is going to be made out of all plastic, but it makes it all the more durable. So that's why this device comes in at number 4. Extremely solid. Getting into number 3, the Galaxy A13 5G. Now this device is going to be $269 if you guys want to buy this straight out retail price. This is also going to be $0 if you port in, so this is a really good free phone. So getting into the specifications, we have a 6.5 inch 720p display. This is going to have a 50 megapixel main camera, and you can shoot up to 1080p, I believe, at 30 frames per second. We also have 4 gigabytes of RAM in here, Dimensity 700 processor, and a 5000 mAh battery inside of here. We also have that 90 hertz refresh rate, which is really nice to see. 64 gigabytes of internal storage, micro SD card slot, and we actually have a 3.5mm headphone jack on this with Android 11. So really solid device. Really do like this device so far. I've been using it for a few months off and on. So I think for 3rd place, this device has all of the essentials that you need and at a really good price. So that's why it comes in at number 3. Getting into number 2 is the Moto G Stylus 5G. This is a extremely solid device. And the reason why it came in at number 2 is because it's the cheapest 5G stylus device on the market right now. They did just come out with the 2022 5G variant of this, and that's going to be $499. But this device, I believe, is $259.99 retail if you buy it from Metro, and $0 if you guys port in. So really good specifications for the price right here, and it's great that we have a stylus in here as well. So first and foremost, 6.8 inch display, Full HD, 48 megapixel main camera, 1080p video recording on this device. We have the option either between 4 and 6 gigabytes of RAM. We also have our Snapdragon 480 5G in here, a 5000 mAh battery. We have a dedicated micro SD card slot, and the storages are actually 128 or 256. So I believe we're going to get 128 for the base model, Android 11, water repellent design, and of course we have a stylus in this device. So that's why it comes in at number 2. If you guys have this device, let me know how much you've been liking it in the comment section down below. Alright everyone, getting into the number 1 phone, or the number 1 budget phone from Metro by T-Mobile, and I think this is appropriate. You know, the N10 was pretty decent, but there are some improvements on this device that I think are actually worth purchasing. So for the number 1 device, we have the OnePlus Nord N20 5G or the N10 5G. So it's going to be a tie in between both those devices. I think OnePlus is coming out with some really solid devices and some really good bodies on these devices, and I've really been enjoying Oxygen OS. And I've just been siding with OnePlus for a while now as far as like their budget devices. They just work well, really reliable, and they usually have decent specifications. But either the N10 or the N20, whatever you guys choose, this one I'm going to go with the N20. So for the N20 5G, this actually just released April 28th, so just a few days ago. For the display, we have a 6.43 inch 1080p display. We have a 64 megapixel main camera. This is going to be a triple camera setup as well. We're capable of recording 1080p. This has 6 gigabytes of RAM inside of this, as well as a Snapdragon 695 5G, so a pretty solid processor in here. And I'm sure we're going to be able to play games like Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG, and maybe even Genshin Impact on lower graphical settings. We also have a 4500 milliamp battery in here, so a pretty beefy battery inside of this. We have an AMOLED display on this device. We also have an always on display, a pretty high PPI at 409. We also have a micro SD card slot, a dedicated one, so that's nice to see. We also have Android 11 and Oxygen OS 11. We have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and we also have NFC in this device. So that's something that I feel a lot of people were looking for things like, you know, Google Pay and stuff like that. So that's really cool. We also have 128 gigabytes of internal storage in this device. This is just a really solid device. This device is also $289 retail, or $69.99 if you guys pour it in. So we have some pretty good specifications on this device for the price. But yeah guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what are your top 5 budget phones from Metro by T-Mobile. I'd love to know, but hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Safan from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.